I'd like to yield 3 minutes to one of the co-authors of this and a veteran himself and a champion of veterans since he has been in Congress, the gentleman from California, Mr. Panetta.
The gentleman is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise today in support of H.R. 2781, the Ensuring Veteran Enterprise Participation in Strategic Sourcing Act. It is a bill that the kind and gentleman from Florida and I have sponsored so that it's easier for the Department of Veterans Affairs to contract with the very veterans that they serve. As a veteran and someone who has worked with veterans, I understand the challenges that our service members can face when they transition from military to civilian life. That is why we in Congress are working to serve those who served us by opening every opportunity for our veterans to thrive and contribute not just to our communities, but to our country. Throughout the United States, there are many quality veteran and service-disabled veteran-owned small businesses that sell office and janitorial supplies or provide building maintenance services. Those businesses and the government would mutually benefit if the businesses seeking federal contracts were given a fair chance to compete. But as it stands now, veteran and service-disabled veteran-owned small businesses are losing out on such opportunities because of an unintentional loophole when the VA contracts with the General Services Administration, the GSA, for office and janitorial services, equipment, and supplies. Now, that loophole opened up last year when the VA implemented the Kingdomware Supreme Court ruling. Normally, when it comes to its contracts, the VA ensures that veteran-owned small businesses are considered in the bidding process. But the Kingdomware ruling required that the VA set aside contracts for veteran-owned small businesses when there are 2 or more companies that are interested, capable, and can perform at a fair and reasonable price. So, when the VA contracts with the GSA for janitorial or office supplies, the GSA is not giving veteran-owned businesses the proper consideration for those types of contracts. Thus, the requirement to consider veteran-owned businesses is not being implemented. Fortunately, this bill, our bill, Democrats and Republicans' bill, would close that loophole. It would require the VA Secretary to work with the GSA to increase the number of service-disabled veteran and veteran-owned small businesses represented in that contracting process. The bill would eliminate that barrier that limited our veterans and their businesses from contracting with the government. It is a solution that is fair to veteran entrepreneurs. It is a bill that has strong bipartisan support. It is a bill that moved through the House Veterans Affairs Committee with unanimous consent. And it is a bill that all of us are proud of, Democrats and Republicans. And that is why I am proud to sponsor this bill. I am proud to present it to you with the gentleman from Florida, because it will do what's smart for our veterans, for our country's veterans, and that is why I encourage my colleagues to support this bill. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I yield back.